get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's caught. It's straight. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride at the 15. And he got away from the D. And takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right on target this time. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Like,
snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right on the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Fires left. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Owens. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he'll move it in inside the 20. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here's a heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Duke. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard.
He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finding an escape route. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Tigers will try to move the chains on fourth down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Now looking to throw back to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Sends it downfield. Brings it down on the right side. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Nichols. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Turning it on! Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to USC. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here when you play. Just execute the offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This time it's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can't.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Dropping back, it's Duke. Got rid of it just in time.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bring.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Wide open spaces. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hip stick upside his head. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's straight. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
To the air. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Nichols. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Runs for the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to pass. It's Duke. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the